So it should be live, and we are live. Perfect. All right. So I know I asked you this off stream, but how are you doing today, Kate?
Oh, sorry. Good. I'm really excited for this one. It's just that I have a huge canker sore, so I might be a little less talkative tonight.
That's fair.
But
I
I'll
understand.
I'll try not to.
I get it. I get it. You're okay. It's like otherwise I can just talk at you and you can listen, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to come up here? There's actually like 3 more quests that apparently happened after we did the last mission. Hey, at least we're getting, leveled. We're level 9. You're probably pretty close to level 10.
Probably a quarter.
36? I mean, that's something. So
Yeah.
that's good. So yeah, go ahead and
Yeah.
accept his 2 quests.
They're
They're
Hobbit?
mostly... What?
A Hollis. I thought
Oh.
that was a Hobbit.
Man, I would love if there was hobbits in this game.
Right?
That would be kind of great.
So okay, never mind. I won't ask.
Were you asking
I'll just
spoilers?
let-
I was gonna say, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
If it's spoilers, you gotta wait. I'm sorry, Kate. It's like, I don't want to spoil it. Let's see, greetings, friend. Yeah, this one's kind of annoying. Basically, he's wanting us to go and find certain things, and we'll do that eventually, but not today.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'll just be drinking my
Medicine? Fully understand.
medicine. Yeah. You can probably go just
Yeah.
explore.
I was gonna say, I'll go ahead and zone us out, because I think you got all 3 quests, right?
Yes, sir.
So this beer isn't bad, but it's very mediocre, and that makes me sad. Like, I don't know which I'd prefer. A bad beer that at least tries to do something unique, or...
Oh.
What's up?
Okay. You didn't tell me we're gonna do drinking games tonight.
I mean,
too.
I'm just drinking, not doing drinking games. You can drink if you want to.
I mean, no, I don't have anything tonight.
Okay. It's like,
Next time.
That's fair. Alright, sure, we can do some drinking next Friday, too. It's like, that's fine.
Yeah,
As long as we drink within reason, I have no problem with it. Yeah, I have no problem with this. Okay, so I think we are doing recruits for Hollis at the moment. I got, like, 3 quests around here to get taken care of, but...
Should I...
Some of the... Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you're already 1 step ahead of me.
Oh, I'm learning.
You are, which is... I mean, it'll just take you time.
I'm improving.
Yeah, obviously, I've played the game a lot, whereas you still... You're getting there. Which is fair. Not a problem at all. There might be some more quests here. We'll find out in a little bit. Right now, we're just going to take these army recruits. Come here, let's recruit. There you go. So are these all female? Yeah. Huh.
Sorry, I posted our stream.
No, you're fine.
I can't find you.
Oh, here. I was like, there you go.
I have something with War Master Grast.
Oh, do you? All right, we can come back. What is he? What do you have with him?
Into the breach.
We can do that one tonight. That is. We were going to the breach, so don't worry. We will get that taken care of.
That sounds good.
So yeah, basically just grab the quest and we'll continue on because it's like it'll be a little bit before we go there, but we will be going into the breach tonight.
I was like, I think I lost you.
Yeah, you did for a second, but that's why I really like pinging because like pinging works really well, honestly.
Mm-hmm. I have to adjust the volume of this game.
Is that a little bit loud?
Yeah.
That's fair. It do sound real good though.
Let's see, master volume. Then I'll just music volume up. There you go. Then I can adjust my main volume now. I'm getting no XP.
Yep, I was gonna say you should still be getting a little bit XP. We should be getting even more XP because we'll be moving on soon to an area that has higher leveled enemies. Not like much higher, more like 6 to 8 as opposed to level 3. But you know, every little bit counts. We're just basically finalizing these quests, and then we'll be moving on to the Breach, which has high level enemies, and we'll be hitting Pike and Square because Pike and Square has better. I was gonna say, I'm definitely not getting XP. I don't think you are getting XP, Kate, because I'm not getting anything.
I'm not getting XP.
Yeah, that's all right. We can basically just finish off the quest in Old Ascalon and then head through the wall again, because it's like, I don't know if you were noticing, but like this area right here is where we went to do that grinding and pre-searing. Yeah. Which I don't think we actually get to see. Oh wait, never mind. We 100% get to see that. I don't know why I was thinking otherwise. Yeah, this just makes me sad because it's like I like pumpkin beers, and it's like I like good pumpkin beers, and this is just not a good
pumpkin beer.
Yeah, it's not a good pumpkin beer.
I've never tasted a pumpkin beer, but
as long as they're good, they're pretty good. I do have another one that I do like, and I'll be drinking here because it's like I liked them before Blue Moon, but ever since I've been talking to Punch,
yeah,
like,
I have a friend who works at Moore's.
Who works at their the brewery?
Brewery, yeah, Moore's.
Interesting.
Oh, Moore. Is it Moore's?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it's like I do really like Blue Moon. I think they taste pretty good, and it's like I've been really getting into them, especially since I've been hanging out with Punch and Interceptor more.
I see.
I had to think about their not real names. It's like, hold on a second. Let me process this here for a second. The Vassar sent you? Very good. I've been expecting you. I've gathered the other ingredients necessary, but let's see. Take this back to Vassar. He'll know how to save Relina. Okay, cool. So that quest is essentially done. Neat, neat.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was for Monk only, unfortunately. Maybe Mesmer.
No, it's okay.
Ooh, a chin fragment for you. Oh,
yeah.
I meant to bring this up actually while I was thinking about it. So if you wanted to participate, at least somewhat, in the Guild Wars Halloween, I was thinking we could go ahead and make you a quick Nightfall character, and just just progress you. Like the difference between Nightfall and Prophecies is for Prophecies, you know, as I said, you take a while to get to a lot of the areas. For Nightfall, after you do the first mission, you're in the major area, which is still the major area for today. So.
What's this?
What's what?
Would it affect the storyline though?
Not really. You'll learn Nightfall's story a little bit, but you literally just have to do the first mission and that's it. So it shouldn't really affect it. So you should be okay. Basically, it just sets up the plot for Nightfall, and that's about it. So you should be fine.
Okay.
Okay, so don't go in the breach yet. We're just gonna.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
I still need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Recruits for Hollis.
A mission of peace. That was close.
I think you had a little bit of ways, but that's still fair. Let's see. Okay. Supplies for the Duke. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll do supplies for the Duke eventually, but not quite yet. Let's see, a mission of peace we can take care of in a second. I basically... You grab scavengers on Old Ascalon, right? I think. You should have it. Hopefully.
Cities of Ascalon?
Scavengers on Old Ascalon for your quest list?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. We'll go do that one real quickly. And then we'll go work on supplies for the Duke, which is, you know, the way we're leaving, but... So basically we were doing a little bit of extra work, but... Yeah, Actually, how much extra work? That'll actually be a fair amount of extra work. We can do that one later. Let's go ahead
Okay.
and do scavengers and old Ascalon later. Right now, we're going to do supplies for the Duke, which means we're going into the breach. So,
The breach.
good luck. I think we should be fine. As long there should be a ranger once we get in there. That's basically like, hey, follow me. And it's like, okay. And he's only here for this mission. So.
And this is like the second story mission?
No, not yet. We will be going to the second story mission soon.
I see.
Because it's like we did. So when we met up at Fort Rannoch, that was the second story mission.
Oh.
If you want to go ahead and summon your imp, by the way.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I think this is your mission, by the way. So we've got to do this one before we go. So get ready. This one's a little bit of a hard one.
Okay. So do I just move forward?
Come back here. Come back. Do not move too far forward. You want to go ahead and pull them towards all the... Alright, go now.
I can do lava font though.
Lava font does work pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, I think we're good. I think I just remember this being hard because I don't remember why. Maybe I over-aggroed or something. I was probably just a stupid kid when I was young, and it's like, a lot of these quests I haven't touched in years. I just remember them, and it's like, yep, sounds about right. I think we are going to get a second wave, though, in a second.
Sounds good. Yeah, I can see them.
Yep.
Can I wave?
Yeah, you can wave.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, here comes the second wave. Go ahead.
I did the second wave.
No.
I'm just kidding.
GG. No.
These NPCs are strong.
Yeah, they're actually not as bad as I remember them being, which is surprising, but not disappointing. Here they come.
Okay.
To be fair, the fire emblem might also be helping. Oh gosh, don't die, Steven.
Oh my goodness. How can I go there?
You have to go around. Yep, you got it.
I think that's the only... I would guess.
It's sometimes hard to tell where you need to go. Yeah, like how you can walk. Yeah. I can agree.
Yeah, my
with that.
complaint.
Yeah, I mean,
I would say.
it's a fair complaint, I'd say.
Because I'm a person who wants to kill immediately.
It's fair. I mean, I can't blame you. There is a char carving back here. It's not worth much gold, but it's another 3 gold for you.
Oh, char carving. See, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be stuck
True.
because that's the sand.
Okay, so I think that we did just complete a quest for you, which is perfectly fine. We'll have
Yes,
to go,
into the breach.
Yep, so I was going to say, we'll have to report to War Master Grass, but we can do that in a second, so. Because, like, if we follow this Ascalonian Hunter, he'll show us a shortcut how to get to the outpost that's here, and there's a decent amount of quests that are there, and etc., etc. So yeah, I was just thinking we'd do the same as last time. We'd go ahead and do a quest for an hour, and then move on to the main mission after that, if that's alright with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, get a little bit of world building, and you can also get your missions at the same time, so everybody gets to win.
Is this oil? Or just...
Tar. It's tar.
Oh.
How'd you look? If you hover over in the top left, it should tell you what it is.
I see. Oh no! Come back!
Oh.
He's running away!
He's good at that.
Yeah, Char's likes to run away.
I do think they made the enemies less intelligent in Guild Wars 2, because I don't remember them running this much in Guild Wars 2. Like, they still run a bit to get out of AoE, but not as much as in this game, I want to say. Maybe it's just easier to hold enemies in Guild Wars 2, or they just built the game differently, which they did, considering you don't need healers, quote unquote. I'd say it's still easier with a dedicated healer. And to be fair, they realized that eventually too by making it so that you do technically have you can have dedicated healers.
I mean, the Trinity exists because it works in MMO.
Yeah. You're not wrong. They were just trying to break the mold, and then eventually they realized we broke the mold too much.
Yeah, they tried to, but it doesn't.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work good. It doesn't work well. So it
doesn't work well.
I get that what they were trying to do, and it's like I appreciate that, but it don't do good.
Have you played WoW?
I played a bit of WoW, yeah. I think my highest level character is 60.
Do they have that Trinity too?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because that's the standard.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get it. Yeah. What Guild Wars or ArenaNet was trying, but
yeah, but I mean, on the one hand, you're not wrong. On the other hand, where's my monks ArenaNet? It's like it didn't work. Just bring back monks. Bring back
exactly. Guardians are not monks.
Guardians are not monks. They're paladins essentially. Which is like,
they're bunkers.
Yeah.
No, like, busters. Busters.
Yeah, it's like I like Guardians. Don't get me wrong, but it's like no, this isn't quite what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Guild Wars 2 did change engineers to be healers too, you know, and they went back to water elementalist.
I'm gonna bet you, Kate, that they're gonna add 2 more classes with factions. I could be wrong. Or one more. I'm gonna bet you they're gonna add ritualist. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll add assassin, but
I'm feeling it's either assassin
or I think it'll be ritualist because I think they're gonna try to go ahead and add an actual dedicated healer. It's like you can have healers now, but it's just
one class.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's mainly rangers, and even then, that's just an elite specialization. It's not really what they're built around, and it's like ritualists didn't have to be healers. Ritualists were just really good in general in Guild Wars 1, so they might just be working on that. Ritualists could do a lot. Okay, in we go. So here's here's another thing. You can see that there's like a bunch of quests here, like 3. That I can see. We won't do those quite yet. I'd like to clear out our quest queue before we grab any more so we don't forget what we have. Oh, there's 4. Dang. But yeah, basically we'll do that in a second. So it's like we're gonna go back to Ascalon City here to turn in. Actually, we're gonna go here real quickly. It's like I know that I think your quests also need to be turned in to War Master Grasp. You said. So it's like we can do scavengers in Old Ascalon on the way to there, and it'll just work out pretty well. That's in the breach. Okay, so give me 1 second. I need to talk to Vasir from my experience here. The cure's ready at last. You don't know what great service you've done for both Relina and for me. It's Ascalonians like you, KAMaximilian. They give me some hope for the future. Let's see. It's not awful. Not great. No new quests. No new quests. Inventory is mostly fine, I'd say. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Alright. We'll go do scavengers in Old Ascalon, turn in a few quests. So it's like Cities of Ascalon we can't do at the moment, but we can do them later. See, and since we waited to do the breach, we could just take Sarlacc Sanitarium, and it's a lot closer to than if we'd gone ahead, ran there, and then ran back to the breach. This just works better.
Okay.
We probably won't need it, but if you want to summon the fire imp, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah. But we only get 0 XP from here, right?
Yeah, but it still helps us stay alive, so.
That's...
Hey, we got.
We're not OPs yet.
Not. I mean, for this area, probably, but at the same time, you can never be too safe. So, all right, Thaddeal, let's talk to you.
Would it be possible to get 20 and then just hack and slash everything here?
Mostly, yeah, unless you do hard mode. But yeah, I'd say I agree with that.
Why can I not turn it over?
That's a good question.
Oh, sorry. We haven't done scavengers in Old Ascalon, right?
No, we're doing that right now.
And what you're doing is the monk?
I think that this. I think that this is one that you're doing too. I'm just trying to get through it so he gets out of here. Okay, I think we got him taken care of. Because
okay.
it does show that you can go ahead and report to War Master Titus now, correct?
Well, you took it and it says to my quest, active quest, it's already completed.
Oh yeah, I took care of it for you. I just wanted to make sure that it did. Basically, I just had to go ahead and talk to him for a bit and be like, hey, stop scavenging. You have to go through the right dialogue tree to get him to stop scavenging, so it's like, whatever, we'll just,
What did he do?
What did he do?
Why is he scavenging? I didn't actually read
basically,
the thing.
You know, just the world's gone to bad. That's the main reason why.
So why are they against the property of the king's army?
Basically they're just trying to make a living. So they're just trying to steal.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just trying to steal. I was really hoping these beers would be good, and that's still getting through the mediocre one. Once I get to the good one, you'll probably not hear me complaining anymore.
I like the sweet, so I like cider.
Yeah, I like ciders too. I just like a lot of beers in general these days.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with me? We're not hitting.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag myself. There we go. That does happen on occasion. That's for you. There might be a quest called Althea's Ashes, which we can grab and do another time, like next time. It's a little bit of a lengthy. It's a little bit of a lengthy quest, and it's like we'd probably need the entire hour to do that one, honestly. Let's see, so you saw the evidence guard Hollis required. Yes, well, we do what we must in this life. Thank you for delivering it. Yep, thank you for the 250 experience. All right, let's go ahead and have you talk to War Master Grast for your experience. Grast, whatever his name is.
Grast, I think.
Pat McGrath, Chevyland. All right.
Okay, penetrating blow. But that's
blow,
an axe.
Yeah, is it axe? That's unfortunate. I do remember.
Ooh, endure pain.
Endure pain does happen to be fairly useful, or it can be.
Is I just took it.
Yeah. No, I'm just letting you know it can be pretty damn useful, honestly. All right, we'll go back into Ascalon City, turn in scavengers in Old Ascalon, and then we'll head back to Pike and Square.
And what quest would that be for the Pike and Square?
We haven't actually gone ahead and taken those quests. That was the town that had like the 4 quests, and I said no.
I see.
Yeah, let's edit out our quest line a little bit before we do that. We don't need that many quests in our quest queue. The more you grab, the more it gets confusing. At least I think it does. And that's not ArenaNet's fault. That's just because I like it simple. So you had to run in with a scavenger, Thadiel, did you? From what I've heard of him, I do not doubt he will attempt to return. The man will be instructed to keep it in special and E-special. E-special?
E-special?
Yeah, I mean it says E-special, and I don't remember if E-special is a word or not. I want to say no, but maybe it is. But it probably isn't. Oh, I guess it is. With special importance or significance. Okay. Just never hear it in day-to-day life. Fair. Thank you for teaching me more English.
I need to know more English.
I think we all do, Kate. Let's see. Fires in the north. Those darn char on their fires. My men have seen another effigy in the DSLO lands. The beasts grow stronger the more of those altars they have up. Tend to the northwest to kill the char down the flames. I mean, we can do that. That's way out there, so we'll do that one later. Like, we'll grab the quest, but we won't do it right now.
Okay.
The Siege of Pike and Square. But that one we probably will do, actually. Ah, good, it's you. You've earned my trust and my respect, and I must ask for your assistance once again. I don't think you've asked for it yet. As you can see, the char have us pinned down. Our only chance is to take out the char captain and break the siege, then take the fight to them. While I ready the troops, I need you to assassinate the char captain, then report back to me as soon as possible. Good luck. Yeah, we can probably do that. I'm gonna talk to Viggy over here. Let's see. Rumor has it. Oh, that's Althea's ashes right there, or the Duke's daughter. Yeah. So
no!
We'll do that one later because it's like, as I said, that one's pretty.
Althea, the one that we are supposed to give the pendant to.
Or find the yeah, that is Rurik's. Sorry. So basically, Althea totally died. Didn't die in the pre-Syrian or in the Syrian. She just died recently because the char totally killed her. So yeah, Rurik's beloved fiance did die. Unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Let's see, that little thumb, he's a blight on the honor of this unit. We've been out here doing what no one else will, and he goes out and deserts. Where's the honor? Where's the pride? Where's his loyalty to those of us who stuck our necks out to protect his sorry butt? If you see that lily dog, you tell him that Farrah Capo can hold a grudge for a long, long time. You better sleep tight, because if we ever get out of this hole, I'm coming for him, and he's going to wish he never left us. I'll tell him if I see him. Let's see. Well, we can go do that one here in a second. That one should be pretty easy, actually. Undertaker Chorus. Let's see. I have now compiled a list of casualties reporting from the military action. Please take this report to War Master Titus in Ascalon City. Normally be my task, but I fear my duties are not yet complete. Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. We'll stop in Ascalon City, then we'll go to Fort Rannick to do that quest, and we'll see if we have more time to do more quests.
Okay.
We're basically getting a decent amount of experience here. It's like, I'm about halfway there. You're probably about 3/4 of the way there now.
Yeah.
Close. So you'll get another 150 experience over here, which isn't a lot, but still. Let's see, the casualty report from Pike and Square. Let's have a look at this. Let's see. We've lost so many good soldiers, we cannot continue to pay this kind of cost for a meaningless gain like Pike and Square. Baradins would fool to forge ahead so recklessly. The Vanguard are our best and brightest. What we use are they if they are turn to Cortus and tell him to send me regular reports. Okay. Back to Pike and Square. Whee! Thank you for the experience, though. I'll take it. This area is an area you could visit in pre-Syrian, by the way. I don't know if I actually showed it to you or not, but we technically could, because it's like, you can't really go more... You can't visit most of where you did for pre-Syrian, but it's still, you know... Or in this area, let's see.
I can't remember.
That's fair. I don't know if I showed this one to you, to be fair. Alright, we'll do the Red Cloak Deserter, so on over to Fort Rannick, because Fort Rannick, I think, is a little bit easier than the Breach.
I see.
So it's like, we can get an easy 1,000 experience, and then be on our way. And this is
there's
where
another quest here.
As I say, this is where the next mission will be. Oh, that's not a quest. It does look like a quest. It's basically just telling you, hey, if you want to play with other people, Embark Beach is a real good place to do it. And it's like, thank you, I appreciate it, but we're not trying to do that at the moment.
Okay. Sounds good.
It is still really useful to know about, though. I will be honest about that.
Oh, I bet.
Okay, so you should remember this area a little bit. Oh, Sergeant Bannon's got another quest for us. All these quests, Kate. Let's see. Prince Rurik has
And that's a
organized the
lot
troops.
already.
There is. Let's see. Okay, we're here. We may as well do that one at the same time. So, we'll at least get 1,500 experience while we're here, which is not anything to sneeze about at our level. Go ahead. Go and,
I can do... No. Oh, I don't have one more energy.
Yeah, as I say, that is the one bad thing about going Warrior Elementalist. It does eat energy real quick.
But does... But I don't have a magic, right?
What do you mean?
For my skills.
You
Oh,
don't-
fire magic. Never mind.
Yeah, as I say,
I have
you
it.
do have fire magic, so you can go ahead and power that up. I think this is the faster way. It's hard for me to remember.
I can sprint though.
Maybe not.
Whee!
Yeah, we're going this way. I've made up my mind. Sprinting is nice.
Yeah.
Raw.
I actually like this. Because it's your... Elementalist is like pure power.
Yeah, it is. Mesmer is more so these days, just because of how a lot of Mesmer skills ignore armor. So if you have a class that ignores armor, it typically happens to be
That's
pretty,
right.
Yeah, it typically happens to be pretty good. We can just ignore those renegades. They're not bothering us more than they, usually are.
So what did you play this morning? I actually was in your stream, but I was...
Busy. I understand
Distracted.
you're busy. Bloodborne, to answer the question. So I'm working on finally finishing Bloodborne because I started it last October. I just don't like the setting for Bloodborne, and I've come to realize that honestly.
Yeah, you left for a long time.
Yeah, I haven't played it for about 2 months, and even before that, I maybe played it. So for a while, I probably was playing it about every other week, and then probably about once a month, and then I just took about a 3-month break, and it's like I like the gameplay for Bloodborne. I just don't really like how dark and grim it is. That's my thing.
I understand.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Okay, that should be better.
Did you grab another bottle of beer?
Oh, no, I was grabbing a pillow this time, actually, because this chair needs a little bit more cushion, I'll be honest. And it's like, obviously
Yeah.
I sat in it for a while today when I did Bloodborne, because that was about 4.5 hours, and it's like, okay, my butt hurts. I'm getting a little bit more cushion.
I bought a new chair.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the ergonomic chair.
Uh-huh.
Because the thing is, I'll be using my chair all the time now because everything's virtual.
That's fair. I mean,
Work is virtual.
I mean, yeah, especially with COVID, yeah.
School is virtual, yeah. So, might as well invest on it.
I mean, can't disagree. Yeah, it's like, this chair is fairly recent. I think I got it in March. It is a pretty good chair. But at the same time, it's just like,
I lagged there.
you lagged that? I mean, that's cool. It's like, this is a gaming chair. You should give it a little bit more cushion, honestly, because it's like, let's be honest here, most gamers are a little bit overweight. I mean,
That's true.
It's not a false statement. It's like, I'm working to get out of that by trying to eat less. I don't know if I did eat less today or not, but I did exercise. So, I mean, at least I did something. And I'm trying to be better about it. So.
I'm lagging a lot, Kev. So
Are you? Alright.
if I disconnect, I am so sorry.
That's fine. You should be able to reconnect, actually. That is something that does happen to be pretty nice. As long as you don't close out of the game, you'll be fine.
Okay. Just letting you know though.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, I'm lagging so much.
That beer is better. It would have been better cold. I should have waited until you were ready to bring the beers down here. That's okay.
Are you seeing me teleporting?
No, I'm not actually. Which is a little surprising. I might in a second though, because you are a bit behind, and I gotta go protect you now. Oh, there we go. Turn around. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just keep going that way. I'm sorry. Like, I'm actually having pretty good ping at the moment.
Say that again.
I'm having pretty good ping at the moment, so I'm sorry that you are not.
Yeah, it's the internet here. It's so weird.
It is Canada.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm behind you. I'm running.
I do see you there. Or I did. Oh, there you are. Yep, you saw it. At least we're getting 4 experience from these enemies. It's not much, but it's something.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
It's like it's a stop, and then
Is it really that
you know the
bad?
stop dance. Yeah.
Oh man. Do you have Steam up by chance? Is Steam trying to download something?
No, like this is not Steam though.
No, that's fine. I just wasn't sure because it's like if Steam is trying to download something, I definitely have noticed that stuff gets worse. Or like if your computer's trying to do a virus scan.
Might be. Yeah, it's just so bad.
Do you need to take a break real quickly while it gets sorted out?
It's okay. We can continue. I think
Okay.
it's still manageable.
Okay.
I mean, you can still hear me.
I
I
can
can still hear you.
Yeah. Just want to double check because it's like, I definitely understand.
I don't think I can do anything with this. This is just our internet right now.
That's
For
fair.
2 weeks, it's going to be like this.
Oh, is it? Are they working on something with it then?
I'm hoping.
Fair.
If not, that's fine. It's okay.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
We continue.
I understand. Poco, little by little.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me.
I think it's okay now. Let's
Excellent.
see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm back,
Excellent.
basically. Yee!
Don't worry, you should be fine. I am watching the health bars.
Final Fantasy had a server crash the other day.
Oh, did it? I think.
Yeah, it was so bad because
Go ahead.
the queue was like 485.
That was pretty bad.
Or it went to 800.
Right.
And it was so weird. Like we were waiting for there was an 800 queue.
I believe it.
I was like, the imp was floating.
I mean, he might have been for a little bit. It's possible.
That will be cool.
You know how it goes. I think we need to get to the other side. Yeah. Yeah. Did they say King's Launch? They did. We should do that while we're here too.
Okay. What is he? Is he being rezzed?
Is who being raised?
Are you being healed?
I am healing myself because these guys are. Okay.
No,
there we
this
go.
guy. Yeah.
Oh, the Brawl Yulida? Yeah, get him. I didn't even notice him. He does heal people.
Stop running.
Yeah, like that is. Yep.
There you go. Firestorm. Except it looked like they're still being healed.
Yeah, there's another one. There's another Carl Yulida. If you press T, you should see him. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Should
so
be
we
okay now.
good, yeah. So there is like 3 more Grawl Yulidites above us, but I don't think there's much we can do about them. It might just be better. Come over here. We'll pull these Grawl away from the Grawl Yulidites, and we can just kill them. That should be far enough.
Oh, there's a lot up top.
Yeah. The fire Imp might die. If he does, I'll go ahead and summon another one. There we go.
Oh, they're here.
Yep, and they're dead. There we go.
There we go.
Still got a few more that we've got to do, but that's fine. Like, there's a lot of these Yuletide around. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but they did apparently. Especially for
Unlimited.
hard.
Oh yeah. How hard is hard mode?
It depends. Like, if we did it together, Kate, I don't think we'd have much of a problem.
Okay.
There's, obviously Guild Wars doesn't really get updated that much these days. They don't really balance skills. So most builds built around heroes are pretty well known. So I don't think we have much problem, honestly. Basically, we'd grab 3 Mesmer heroes, 2 Ritualist heroes, Necromancer, and we'd be set.
I see.
Yes, indeed. I don't know where I'm going with that. So yeah, go ahead and talk to this. Yep, you got it. The historical monument. We've done the first part of Cities of Ascalon, well, technically the last part, but we have to do the other parts inside of actual missions. So we'll go ahead and do Regent Valley Defense. I will burp and I will say, excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you.
Am I too far for you?
Oh, you're going the wrong way. Here, follow the arrow.
Do I go around?
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
See.
It is a little confusing.
Yeah, because the map doesn't show you the path.
No, it does not.
Excuse me.
You're excused. God bless you. Alright, let's go beat up this jar.
Yeah.
Don't die, Steven. Okay, good.
Am I being poisoned?
I don't think so. I think you are being hexed.
Oh.
But you killed the guy that was hexing you, so you're good.
You shouldn't hex me. I
Nope.
cannot be hexed.
Alright, here's the corpse of Little Thumb. Buriedin's badge. This must be Little Thumb. So let's see. The Red Cloak Deserter.
Oh, he died?
I'll spoil this. No. He's just trying to get out of duty.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
What a lazy man.
You do meet up with him later, if that makes you feel any better.
What a lazy guy.
Alright, so we'll go turn and we'll go back to Fort Rannoch. I don't think we got anything else. Nah, so if you want to open up your map, I'll meet you at Fort Rannoch. It'll just be faster.
Okay.
Let's see where. Oh, there you are. I did send you the invite.
And I just accepted it.
Excellent. Then we turn in this quest here. It's a relief to know that King's Watch is secure. Every King of Ascalon, including King Alburn himself, was crowned in that location. It would be a shame to see it despoiled further. Now let's finish one. Let's retake the wall. We'll do that eventually. We're working on. We got a little bit more. We got like another 13 minutes there, buddy. We're gonna go ahead and turn in this quest and probably do at least one more. Maybe get Kate to level 10. Maybe not. Be pretty close though.
Yeah, pretty close.
Like we'll get you to level 10 in the mission at the very least, myself included, I believe.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, here we go. Farrah Capo over here. Hey, Acer, how are you? I am doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. And it was indeed a corpse. Let's see. Little Thumb is dead? I don't think so. That weasel had a special talent for hiding from danger. The badge you say you found on his body is only further proof it wasn't him. You see, he lost that badge gambling 2 nights before we crossed the wall. At any rate, I appreciate the trouble you went to in looking for him. You know, it pleases me to think he's still alive, running around out there, causing trouble still. Means I still have a chance to be the one to give him his comeuppance. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that.
Okay.
Good! I'm glad that you're doing pretty well. And your streams are going pretty well then, Acer? Let's see. So these are right outside. Duke's daughter, not right now. We might be able to do supplies for the Duke at the same time, and fires in the north. Let's see. Siege of Pikeland Square, we should be able to do at the very least. Oh, I should have emptied out my inventory. After this quest.
Oh yeah, that's a good good thing.
We'll do that after this quest, and then we can.
Okay.
Be a little like, hold on, pull back. This one...
Pull back.
There's a fair amount of enemies here, so let's... Okay, let's, get ready!
Yay!
Oh, he's gonna die. Yup. Be careful.
Oh, he did.
Not for long, Helen.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can do this. He's dying.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
He's good. Now we just gotta get the rest of them. To start. Steven died, which is not so good. Oh, he's back. Don't know if you did that or somebody else did, but I'll take it.
Who died?
I mean, Steven came back, so it's like, he died, but he didn't say dead.
Oh. Yeah, that's good to know.
Oh, you're doing Pokemon Emerald as well at the moment, Acer? I'm not doing a Kaizo, but I am doing a Nuzlocke run of it at the moment. Okay, let's go do some inventory management. Looks like I am pretty full on inventory. I don't know about you.
I think I need it.
Yeah, I need it empty. Like, I have a little bit more space, but at the same time, it's like, I'd prefer a little bit more. That was pretty good, though. Especially for the sheer amount of enemies, that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
See, by breaking the siege, you have helped to turn the tide in our favor. There's your level 10.
Ooh.
Thanks to your efforts, Piketon Square is secure. We'll establish a base here and launch raids deep into enemy territory. The Char will be sorry they ever laid eyes on the Great Wall. That is probably true. Oh, he has another quest for us.
I still have another.
That does sound like a pretty big gap in levels, honestly. It's like, I'll be honest, Space Emerald is pretty easy for the most part, but I still like it. Hammer and Anvil. Moving to sweep in behind the Char warband led by Grim Sharpfang. If all goes according to the battle plan, the Char will be driven up toward tar pits and need a group of stall. Okay, so basically you're wanting us to go ahead and beat this guy up. That's fine, we can do that. Let's see. I do want to salvage that. Nothing else. Correct. Alright, let me go to the chest. Don't forget to salvage any armor, or, armor pieces. You know what I'm trying to say, I think. Basically, just keep up with the salvaging.
Yeah, I get you. Oh.
Where's the merchant?
Where's the merch? Yeah. I was supposed to ask again.
Oh, over here. I don't remember what level Brawly is at, typically, for base Emerald, admittedly. But I was gonna say, I know that Norman is about level 29 when you fight him, so that is a pretty big level gap.
Okay.
Okay. I would guess that Norman's probably like at least level 45 then. If not higher than that. I think we have time for one more mission. Maybe I can get to level 10, maybe not, we'll see. Let's go ahead and do either Hammer and Anvil. We got a couple, let's see which one's closest. We'll look here in a second.
Okay.
You're doing it with only bug types. Oh no, that sounds not so fun. I was gonna say, you got Shroomish at least, but Shroomish is a grass type. Did I realize that as I was about to say it? Hammer and Anvil. Hammer and Anvil gives us more experience, so that's the one. Did we remember to summon the Fire Imp last time? I don't remember if we did, actually.
I think we did.
Okay. Definitely returning Ravager. How are you doing today? Yeah, I was gonna say, I am returning. Kate here does happen to be fairly new.
Fairly new.
I was gonna say, I think you have, what, 10 hours?
How do I check that?
Slash age.
Slash age. Oh, not Sage, but age.
Yeah, not Sage.
I got 9 hours and 37 minutes over the past 34 days.
See, I think you should have more than that, because it's like, this is our... What stream is this? Is this number 5? That might actually be right, then. Come here, Char. There we go. Pardon me.
Across all characters, you have played 20 hours.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, is it stream 6? I couldn't remember. Age does round down, that is true. It's only, See, I actually didn't know that until, like, a couple days ago. It only happens to be... I can't... Yeah, I was gonna say, I can't remember the exact way that slash age works, but it's not fully 100% accurate. You are correct on that, and I do know that. I just can't remember how to describe it at the moment. Okay, so you're down there, and we need to go the other way. We're going the wrong way, Kate.
Are we? We're here.
I mean,
And this big guy is giving us 8.
We'll still fight them, so it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, if you spend like 1 minute 59 seconds on a map before zoning, it counts as 1 minute as opposed to 1 minute 59 seconds. Because it's like, I know that I saw... And I don't really like Reddit that much, but it's nice to peek my head in on the... Oh, dang it. It is nice to peek my head in on a couple of Reddits here and there, but I know that there's somebody that's going for a technically zero age for Eternal Defender of Ascalon. It's like, yeah, I'm, good luck. I didn't even do Eternal Defender of Ascalon the original way. I like the new way better. That shade, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like, nope, I'm, good luck to you, I am good. I mean, yeah, but at least Shade seems pretty level-headed for the most part, from what I've seen. I'll come in and read stuff that happens to go on in the, I want to say it's a thread, but I don't even remember what Reddit technically calls itself. I'll go with Hive Mind, because it technically is not inaccurate. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if I ever knew that he quit on occasion. I mean, to be fair, if my internet died too, I couldn't blame him.
Are we going to fight this?
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you already were. Like, take care of the boss last. We'll take care of the add-ons first. Alright, this might get a little bit harder now.
Yep. No, I think we're good.
I think we are too, but still be careful. You are playing with sword, correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, warrior. Sorry. She is playing warrior elementalist. She did not mean to choose elementalist. That was a mistake. But oh gosh, you're enjoying it so far, so.
Oh yeah.
Warrior, correct? Yep. It's like, I've never really played a healing class, and I haven't really honestly asked Kate what she wants to do in regards to if she wants to use heroes or not. So I was thinking for stuff like Thunderhead Keep, an actual monk would be a good idea. You can get a good bunch of axe skills by the time you get to Yax. I was doing axe on my other character because I've been running through a secondary character that's become my main, and I actually really like axe skills. It's just warrior seems to pretty much be better because of the fact that 100 blades exist. Like, 100 blades just happens to be good overall. Eventually I'm probably going to do warrior assassin, but, you know. Is it really? Interesting. Interesting, huh? That's true. I was gonna say it just... I don't know. Because it's like, I know that you have... I guess Whirlwind Attack can be used on anything. Because I don't think Whirlwind Attack is only sword. Is that correct? I honestly, most of my hours previously are in Elementalist. So it's like, I'm kind of still learning Warrior more than I have. And it's like, I kind of wish Elementalist didn't... Does Whirlwind work with all melee weapons? That does happen to make a big difference then. Like,
I don't think so. It's only for, as far as I know, it's only for axe.
Whirlwind Attack, definitely. I mean, you don't have Whirlwind Attack yet. That is happened to be something that is later. That's
okay.
That's a Nightfall skill. It's a damn good Nightfall skill, typically, too. Let's see. Couldn't have destroyed it. You're welcome. They said we will do the Duke's daughter next time, because, Oh, we got another mission from Vigo over here. I didn't even notice that. Alright, Vigo, what you got? Garf has Bloodfang.
Viggo Mortensen.
Interesting. That makes sense. Go ahead, Kate. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It was just a joke.
Okay, that's Dieselolian, so we will not be doing that quest tonight either. We're basically just waiting until we happen to do like 2 more quests, and then we'll go ahead and do... So basically these quests that we're getting from Pike and Square, we'll do a later time because we'll have more experience and it just makes more sense to do them later.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Because I assume that's mainly just because of how good... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think any links are not on... I think links should be Ravager. Or fine, that's what I'm trying to say. I just don't always speak the good. Yeah, especially if it's Guild Wiki, I have no problem with that. Guild Wiki is good. Alright, before we... I'm close to level 10. I think we should be more than fine with this mission. Did you go ahead and spend your attribute points?
Give me a moment.
It's fine. I mean, it's not meant to be spam Ravager. I'm not going to allow that because we do try to go ahead and... I'll explain. So basically, I just happen to have about once every hour... So Roswell is a bot. Once every hour, I basically just go ahead and have a little bit of information for what the channel's about for new people. That way they can go ahead and understand. It is a little spammy, though. I don't disagree with that, but basically, I do try to keep it mostly family-friendly, so that's why I'm not going to go ahead and allow the that word that you use there. See, Prophecies is most skills available from trainers until you get to fairly late in the game. Yeah, and I could understand that. It's like... I've been telling Kate that it's a good idea to take skill quests, especially because of how expensive they are later on. And eventually, you'll probably want Signets of Capture, honestly. Oh, good. A lot of... Yeah, I do remember you having a lot of skills once you get to Yak's Band as a warrior. Okay. Actually, this is the part where I've been wanting to get to for A Man for Others, because we're moving on to Japan now, so we'll be reading pages... We'll do 53 and 54 tonight, so... Father Cornel... I can't read Polish, I'm sorry. Suspurek, Colby's immediate superior in January 1930, and only 4 years his senior, was usually sympathetic to Colby's innovations, but Suspurek recalls... He came in before noon and asked me to permit him to go to the Orient. I was taken aback. Where will you live? What will you do? The Blessed Mother has her plan ready, was his answer. Who will take your place here? He said his brother, whom I knew as a capable person and talented editor, would take his place. I told him I'd have to think it over, consult others, and then I'd decide. Those I consulted did not approve heartily. First, he was ill, and second, he didn't even know exactly where he was going. Still, Father Maximilian had this gift when he proposed anything. He did it so clearly, with such conviction and strong faith, that it was difficult for me to oppose his request. So in the end, I agreed. I took the decision upon myself. I told him, however, to go by way of the Father General in Rome, convinced that he would be sent back. Pardon me. Father Orlini, another sympathizer, did not send Colby back. He only regretted, he told him, that he couldn't finance a trip. That's all right, Colby reassured him. I've got my benefactors lined up. Since he had no benefactors and abhorred lies, apparently he meant the 3 dead saints on whom he next paid courtesy calls, going first to Turin to an establishment known as the Little House of Divine Providence and the tomb of its founder Joseph Cottolengo, died 1842, canonized 4 years after Colby's visit. The Pole had long ago made the Italian his treasurer. Pardon me. He used to keep his picture in the desk money drawer. Based on Cottolengo's support of thousands of destitute and incurables, relying only on what the providence of God sent day by day. His next call was at Lourdes, where the church believed Mary appeared in 1858 to Bernadette Sodres, a peasant girl as slow and uneducated as Colby was brilliant. In answer to the young girl's "Who are you?" the apparition had said, "I am the Immaculate Conception." Bernadette was another favorite of Colby's. From this great Marian shrine, no doubt, he also begged Mary's favor. In the Sioux, France, where the childhood home, Carmelite convent, and tomb of Therese Martin, died 1897, who had been canonized 5 years earlier. In 1925, Max had made a pact with her in his seminary days. He would pray for her canonization, and from heaven she would take charge of the malicious conquest. Pardon me. He only had 3 hours in Sioux, but the avid chess player got off a postcard home nothing that he had seen her childhood chess set, which ought to bring some comfort to our obdurate players. Early in March, he was on a mail steamer headed for the Orient. With him were Brother Severnius, who would later take back his given name, John Dagus, Brother Hilary, Brother Sigmund, and Brother Zeno, who remembers Colby inviting him to come, saying they might be martyred. The group ended eventually in Japan, after stops in Port Said, Saigon, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and other ports. China had been their first choice. They'd even grown beards reverenced there in order, Dagus says, not to be confused with European traders. But the bishop would not have them. The bishop of Nagasaki was not enthusiastic either, until he discovered Colby had 2 doctorates. He was in great need of a philosophy teacher for his seminary, Dagus says. We will go ahead and find out what Dagus says next Wednesday? Tuesday. Tuesdays, right? Let's see. You do have a lot of skills by the time you get to the Yak Shop, or Yak's Bend, that's correct. And yeah, I was gonna say, we'll probably wait till you get Flail, honestly, Kate, because Flail typically happens to be better than Frenzy.
Okay.
And for Great Justice, does happen to be pretty good.
All right.
Pardon me. Alright, you ready for the mission?
Yep.
I think that after this mission, I might be heading to bed, because I am starting to get tired. Especially,
Oh, that's fine.
Especially for you, it's 12:30, so.
Yes. That is totally fine.
Admittedly, as much as I like beer is probably not exactly helping with the regards to that. So.
You have an early thing tomorrow, and I actually have a spa tomorrow.
You have a spa?
Besides,
ooh.
Yeah, I have church and then spa.
Ooh, see, I want to go to a spa. How's the spa gonna work with COVID at the moment?
I don't know. They allowed it here.
That's fair. I'm just curious. It's like that sounds.
I don't know. It's gonna be my
nice.
first time.
That's fair. It's like that does sound real nice. It's like, you know how COVID is.
Mm-hmm. But our main mall here is actually they closed it because some of the stores started to, well, not started, but they had COVID.
Oh, they had positive cases.
Yeah, they had positive cases.
Speaking of which, no matter your political views, if people would not mind happening to pray for Trump. I know that a lot of people don't really like Trump, and I don't really care one way or another if people like Trump. He's still a child of God.
Oh yeah.
Even if he makes bad, like, don't get me wrong, I don't really like any political people in this candidacy. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I still don't want you to go ahead and die.
It shows bad character, in my opinion.
Wanting
if
people to
someone
die?
wants, wants people to die.
Yeah.
I don't think any person with the right or orientation to the good would want someone to die.
I mean, yeah. A lot of people disagree because it's like, a lot of people would say, oh, even Hitler? And it's like, no, I didn't even want Hitler to die. I wanted Hitler to repent and make atonement for all the horrible things he did. Because it's like, yeah, was Hitler a bad man? Yes.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
I don't really think that's like controversial here, but it's like I would have rather he repented. Same with Stalin, Pol Pot. You know, a lot of people that it's like Stalin was pretty bad. Pol Pot was pretty bad. It's just people kind of look over them because Hitler was the main bad guy during those years, and it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
I think mercy is so lacking in this world today, and I think that's why like us is just there's so
Yeah.
many injustices because we're not merciful enough, we're not
And I
gracious
can
enough.
understand that. And I do agree with that. Before we go any further, this is like the only mission that has that. There is actually a side quest we can grab while we're here.
Okay.
It's
But
go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think that this is literally the only time they do this in all of Guild Wars, but I could be wrong.
I see.
So basically,
No, it was about.
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
The main thing I was
No,
gonna say,
no.
you remember how I was talking about how that lady was upset that guy died, and she was cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
Meet her husband.
Oh goodness.
Let's see.
Deliver a message to my wife.
Yep. This poor guy. Every day
Wait,
I watch.
what's?
Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. L.
Yeah. Every day I watch more and more of my comrades die at the hands of the Char. Now that they've reached the wall, I fear that my time may be running out. I haven't seen my wife for over 3 months. I'm not scared of dying, but I hate the thought of leaving her without at least a final message. My wife lives just outside of Ascalon City. Her name is Melka. Please, if you find her, tell her that I love her. It would mean a lot to me. Can you find her and give her that message? Yep, I can do that, buddy. And, man, I'm sorry.
Can you not say that? Did you know that your wife cheated on you?
You probably wouldn't know that. The only way you can actually get that quest is if you're a monk. So I could tell her, but you could not.
Oh.
Yeah. So you did not get that quest. I had to basically go ahead and fill you in on that, because it's like...
But yeah, going back to Mercy too.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's that? I also believe that justice is important too.
I mean, yeah.
Like you cannot have just full mercy.
Right.
But
Actions have consequences, essentially.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't expect Jesus Christ or God to just you choose a lot of the bad things. And
Right.
do nothing about it.
Right. So technically we could do this mission and keep all this, Oh, they left us. Where'd they go? Okay, whatever. We don't need them. So basically all those enemies that were following us, we can technically keep them. Or not enemies, but, allies. Oh, I think they're stuck. I think that's what it is. But, if you kill
yeah, I see that.
If you kill the boss here, it's, basically makes it so they don't follow you anymore, which is fine. This isn't too bad of a mission on normal mode. I just did this one on hard mode recently, and it's not awful, but at the same time, it's like, it's not my favorite. I made it through. I did it without dying, but you know.
Why is there a Char martyr?
I think that's just what they call it. Like it's.
He's not yet dead.
It is kind of a weird nomenclature. I think nomenclature.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and firestorm them.
How can I?
You have firestorm.
I have
to.
No, but I. You know what I miss really?
What, jumping?
No, I miss you saying that. Silly Billy.
Silly Billy.
Because you used to say that. You used to say that a lot.
I still say it a fair amount. You're right. I don't say it as much. It's just, I don't know why.
Because it's just you, right? Well,
what?
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking because you usually say that when you're with us.
I mean, yeah, I say it to many backs. I don't think I say it to my wife so much, but I do.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, you silly Billy. I'll admit I do. I think I got that one from YouTube, but at the same time, I like using it. I might not have at the same time. It's hard for me to think of where I pick up a lot of things that I say or do.
Yeah, it's fine.
But no, it's like we are almost done with Bloodborne, because I know you were asking about that a little bit earlier. Just basically leveling up and doing the DLCs, which are probably going to kick my butt, but I'm doing side dungeons so as to make it so my butt is kicked a little bit less.
I've heard Bloodborne is really hard because of how it's the gameplay is. Like
Yeah.
you have to know the timing and stuff like that.
You can kind of choose your way through it, but not as much as you can through Dark Souls, I'd say. It's easier to choose your way through Dark Souls because you have shields, whereas shields are pretty bad in Bloodborne.
I see.
Like, I love shields. I know they might not make me a better player. I don't care. I like using shields. I'm not very good at parrying, but I love shields.
Can I actually go here? Oh, I can't go there.
No, you can't climb up, unfortunately. You can't. You might want to just come back and cast Firestorm on the Char Stalkers.
But they left. I just cast it.
Don't worry, you're good. Like, so here's the thing: the spells actually track, which is kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you start a spell and they start running, the spell will go down on where they're at.
Yeah, not unlike Guild Wars 2 when you just, well, that's just an AoE cast, that's why.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you were using, like, Flare would not work. They can dodge that, but, like, an AoE, that works pretty well. Oh, we forgot to actually get the bonus, but I don't think we technically need to get said bonus. Let's just move on. We'll get, well, maybe. Let's get over here.
Okay, let me see. Oh, one's dead.
One's dead.
One is dead.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just move on. If it's just one, I don't care anymore. We'll get to him. He'll get his comeuppance. The fire imp might not move away, but we can just ignore him for the time being.
He's ill intent of killing that Char.
Yes, he is. I mean, to be fair, who isn't well intent on killing Char? You might want to move away. He's casting lava font on you.
Oh yeah, I'm dying.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Well, I'm just saying I'm dying.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you know I'm working on it. It's like I'm not trying to let you die. Oh man, that was some bad lag. Okay, let's go ahead and just firestorm these guys. Get that guy.
You're gonna die.
Let's get that guy. There we go. Oh, cool. We got 2 out of the 3. So now we just gotta get this last one. Nice.
There you go.
That fire imp is still working his way. Uh-oh. Yeah, get these guys quick. On the ground.
Oh.
What? You should be fine.
Okay. No, because I was like, there are Chars up top.
There are Char up, but we gotta take care of these ones down here because that'll be a little bit easier. And then we should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast Firestorm.
Alright.
Not. Yeah, I almost casted Lava Font.
If you did lava font from where you were, you might actually hit them. You might not too. I'm not positive, honestly.
I don't think so. Let's see. Let's try.
No, you're not. Okay.
No.
I thought you might have, honestly, but it's like, it's hard to tell. If you got another firestorm,
I will.
All right. Oh, come back here, Charmander. You're so close to dying. Dang it. But he might. No, stop running. You got another firestorm?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
And there you go.
The stalker might go down here. Yep. The martyr might go down. Oh, he's close. Yeah, we basically just need one more firestorm on this. Good job, Orion. If you have another firestorm, Kate. Yeah, whatever. Just one
He's
martyr.
running.
Let's just. He's just.
He was running.
We'll get him. We'll get him. So, for some reason, I vividly remember playing this mission the day that Michael Jackson died.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Like, I don't know why, but for a while I was working on doing a Let's Play of this on YouTube for a different YouTube channel. It's pretty much defunct, like it is defunct, because I used my other YouTube channel. It was before I was really being a faithfully practicing Catholic, etc., etc. I think I was 18 at the time, so I think that would have been about when Michael Jackson died. Maybe I was 20.
Do you still have it? Can you
Does
send
it-
me the link?
I mean, I can, yeah.
I'm curious. I have to watch that.
Like, I never actually finished it, so I guess that's part of the reason why I want to do this too. It's like something that I should have done, but I never actually did do fully.
Okay.
Feels like a lifetime ago, though. All right, guys.
Oh, I can understand that.
I mean,
yeah.
So it's not a bad thing. Just
If I play Final Fantasy 14, not 14, but 7 again, I feel like I'll feel the same way as you do.
I mean, probably yeah. I can see that.
Because like in the Philippines, we never had MMO except for Counter Strike.
I was gonna say
Oh, I'm
Counter-Strike.
dying.
I was gonna say Counter Strike. Oh, you're right. Sorry, I was working. Okay, should be good now. That was my bad. All right, let's go. Sorry. I was gonna say Counter Strike is not an MMO though. To be fair,
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say it's an FPS. I did share the link
But
with you.
it kind of constitutes as an MMO because it's an online game
I
with some people
mean, you're not wrong. Now that I think about
on
it.
an online thing.
Like, no, I was gonna say I'm just thinking our MMO RPG, and it's like, no, you're right.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to admit it, technically, probably Fortnite qualifies as well.
Oh yeah, MMO FPS.
Yeah,
FPS.
MMO.
Is there
It's
a
a
category with
Yeah.
this?
It's an MMOBR.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, it's like, you're not wrong now that you're saying it. Yeah, and I don't know why the Char Overseers and the Char Martyrs are different, because as you said, a martyr is a person that died, whereas these are not dead people. The Fire Empress,
Unless there's a different, they have a different
mean, maybe.
definition or meaning.
they might be. If you want to go ahead and cast Firestorm, that'd be fine, by the way.
Okay.
Or Lava Font. Either or. Yeah, then if you have enough for Lava Font, go ahead.
Yes, I do.
Nice. Oh, I can't do much damage, because, you know, I'm just a monk. Admittedly, monks can do decent damage if you spec into, give them a bonus.
Yeah, me too. Did I get it?
I think so. There it goes. I was just
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I leveled up, too. Nice. Alright, how about we make our Fire Imp's life a little bit easier?
Oh, he's still there? What the heck?
He is still there. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Is he coming here?
He
Come here.
might be stuck. He's stuck. We'll get him unstuck in a second, though. Like, we'll basically finish off these enemies and get them unstuck. So yeah,
Oh,
basically...
we're killing them all.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say the imp accidentally grabbed it, so it's like, we'll finish it off. Oh man, I'm getting really tired now. So yeah, basically that bonus, we were supposed to talk to one of the people that was with our little group, helping us to fight the Char in the earlier area. We kind of forgot to do that, but thankfully you don't technically have to actually talk to them. You just need to rescue that dude from being imprisoned by the Char, so that's not so bad. I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way done with this mission, by the way.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Did we clear the whole place?
Not quite. Like, we got some more things to clear out, but we're getting there. But still, I think typically the recommended level by the time you hit Yak's Bend is level 10. So we're a little bit higher than we technically need to be, but it makes our life easier, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's crazy levels, you know, like if we were... Like, if we were going for Eternal Defender of Ascalon, and we were level 20, that'd be different. Like, we'd basically just be able to breeze through all this stuff really quickly. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, big iron. Come here, Fire Imp. There we go. Like, we could have been fine without him, but at the same time, it's like... Let's not leave him there to just keep trying to kill an enemy he literally cannot kill, because it's like, I don't think the Fire Imp happens to have an AoE. I could be wrong about that. I don't think he has, I did Fire Amp, not Fire Imp. I am the big brain.
Oh, am I lagging or are you lagging?
Maybe I'm lagging. I'm very smart, I promise. So I did Fire Amp, and then I did Fire EMP, and then eventually I finally got to Fire Amp. Yeah, no, this Fire Amp only has Fireball, Flare, and Glyph of Restoration, so it's like... He is useful, it's just... If he happened to have that one thing, he'd be more useful. Yeah, let's go this way.
Kevin!
What?
Are we lost?
No.
Oh, okay.
It does seem like it, but we're not.
Because we're like going back and forth.
Right, I just tried to figure out, you know, which way to go, which way would be beneficial. I might need to get a new scapular. I think my old one is falling apart.
Really?
I also need to actually talk to my priest and actually get enrolled in the brown scapular. It's like, I've been wearing it for 3 or 4 years. I mean, I've been wearing it for 3 or 4 years, and I still have not gone ahead and gotten enrolled. And it's like, yeah, maybe I should do that. I get really shy.
I've never worn, after learning what the brown scapular is, I have not worn it yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, man,
because you have to commit yourself to it. There's a huge commitment.
I mean, somewhat. It's like basically it's meant to be there so as to remind you every day, so as to let go of anything that draws you away from God. And draw you closer to God, which is definitely something that I'm trying to do. I'm definitely not perfect about it. I don't disagree with that. So definitely do want to go ahead and be better, and I'm definitely striving to be better.
And it's very interesting. The scapular that I have is the cloth one. One given by my aunt, who's a Carmelite.
Oh, interesting. That is really cool. So she's a Carmelite nun?
She's a novitiate. And her novitiate shows she's in her first vows.
Okay.
So she entered actually the monastery on Saint Therese of Lisieux, which is yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That is really cool. I do mean that.
It is really cool.
It is really cool.
Because Carmelite is my spirituality.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually. Interesting. I mean, I can see that.
And what's this? My companion saint is Saint Teresa of Avila. So, which is, by the way, my brother's birthday.
Oh, is
Her
it?
feast day is her feast day is my brother's birthday.
Excellent. Happy birthday then.
Yeah, which
A little
is
early, but
actually really weird because by the time that I fully uh understood who Saint Teresa of Avila is,
sure.
that's when I realized, oh my gosh, my brother and Saint Teresa of Avila's are the same dates or feast day and his
See,
birthday.
I still keep forgetting who the saint of my birthday is, and I need to remember that one of these days I will.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of saints on each day.
There is, and that's not a bad thing, which I know you're not saying. I'm just
Yeah.
clarifying. It's like, that's a good thing.
Interestingly enough, my birthday is the Visitation.
Oh, is
It's the
it?
feast day of the visit.
That
Yeah.
is really good then.
Uh huh.
Nope, nothing from that catapult. Okay. Oh, but yeah, well, that is really good. I do like that then. Don't kill the engineer. The engineer is the engineer's dead. All right.
Is he supposed
No,
not to die?
it's all good. It's all good.
I'm like,
I was just about to make a TF2 reference and say the engineer is Enja here, but the engineer is Enja dead. So
oh my god. I've never played that, so I
that's fair.
cannot
No,
really
I
say
mean
that
that's fair.
I can relate.
To be fair, I don't think that's technically a reference to TF2 itself. I think that's just YouTube personality that plays it, that did the line. That sounds about right. Maybe, I can't remember anymore.
Is this the last part?
This is the last part. We just gotta
Yeah.
do one thing.
Kill all the sieges.
Pretty much, but you'll see how we do it. It's kind of fun.
Oh. Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 tried to do this.
Did Guild Wars 3 try to do this?
Yeah, when there are sieges in I don't know which instance it was.
I can't remember anymore either. Guild Wars 2 had such potential, and as I said, I still like the gameplay. It's just...
Yeah. Should get back to that game actually.
We will after we do Guild Wars 2. Like, trust me, Kate. It's like, I know that we're gonna get there eventually.
Yeah. I really want to go back to the story after like going through all of these.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we will.
does make sense.
You'll probably still be disappointed just because it's Guild Wars 2's story.
I might be more disappointed now.
You might be more disappointed now. It's like... I know that before I was just complaining at you. It's like, don't get me wrong. I know that Guild Wars 1 story is not like a masterpiece, but at the same time, compared to Guild Wars 2 story, it's like, it's a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Because like, I know that the game it is not in and of itself a masterpiece, but man, just Guild Wars 2 is it's a game. It exists. I like the gameplay. I like the music. I don't like what they did to the world, and I don't like what they did to the story. But it do exist. Hello, Siege Master Lamar. Oh, we do get a cutscene.
Oh, here we go.
Damn Char snuck up while I was repairing this trebuchet. It's missing a release lever, a restraining bolt, and an arming crank. Search the other wrecked trebuchets to find those 3 pieces and bring them to me.
We have it already.
We have one of them.
Fix this little lovely.
Oh, just
We'll
one?
give those
Yeah,
Char
it's
a
pretty easy to
taste
get the
of
rest.
their own filth.
Okay.
To activate the trebuchet after it's fixed, pull the lever once to load it, and once again to fire.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Anything under its blast
Wrong
will get blown
lever.
to bits. But hurry! More Char come through the wall every minute.
I like this wall. This
It's
is
pretty
a
nice.
good wall. Better than Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
I think the design is really nice.
Yeah, this is also the wall that accidentally fell a little bit earlier, so this is us reclaiming it. Like if you press M real quickly, you can actually see we're just on the other side of where we did the mission, the Great Northern Wall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I do like the wall better. To be fair, for Guild Wars 2, it'd been like another 250 years. If you want to go ahead and go to that wreck catapult, with sprint, that should speed things up a little bit. Oh, look out. Go ahead and take care of those enemies first.
Well, they're going after you, so.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, go ahead and... where'd you go, anyways?
I'm here.
That's the wrong... You went to the wrong wreck catapult. That's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one right here.
My bad.
That's alright, it's alright. You do not happen to have which of these... you don't have to happen to have these memorized, which I kind of do. It's like, yep. It's all 3 wreck catapults nearby.
Okay, I have. And then I'll get the.
Nope, you're good. This is the last one.
Oh. Alright.
There's a chart carving right here you can grab, though, so you can get another 3 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you pull the firing lever. I'll go ahead and let you do it I'll let you pull the firing lever one more time. That way you get to do it. And
So
then,
do I pull it?
Yep, go ahead and pull it, and then come stand next to me.
Oh.
Yep, it's pretty nice.
They did.
They are dead. We have one more firing lever to pull as well, which I kind of forgot about this one during hard mode. Didn't wipe, got pretty close, but it turned out okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm running. Alright.
Go ahead and pull that lever over here. I'll pull it once, and then you can pull it a second time.
Okay.
That might get them, it might not. Let's see. This one's a little weird. Got a few of them. Oh, cool. Never mind. It got what we needed.
Okay, cutscene. Prince Rurik.
The time for action has come. No more cowering behind this wall. From now on, we take the fight to our enemies.
Prince Rurik! Prince Rurik!
What is it?
Prince Rurik! We are victorious, but it has cost us greatly.
This song playing at the moment is one of my favorites, by the way.
Oh.
During their retreat, the Char took prisoners. Several of our wounded have been carried off.
Ascalons will live in fear of these beasts no more. We march to the north to free our brothers and take back that which has been taken from us.
So I don't think they used to move their mouths in cinematics, and I kind of miss when they don't, because I appreciate the effort, but at the same time, since it wasn't originally built that way, it kind of looks really bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
though.
like, on the other hand, it's like, I appreciate it. So, thank you, I think. We'll talk to War Master Riga, get that quest, say Night Prayer, I think we'll call it from there, because I am tired. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm actually really tired too.
That's fair.
And that's
yeah,
fine.
that's fair. So, Frontier Gate Fugitives, that's not the main quest. We'll do that one later. Next time, Ruins of Sirmia, that one is the main quest, so we'll grab that one. Let's see, you're another one of those Vanguard soldiers looking for Prince Rurik, aren't you? He didn't wait for you, but I think you still have a chance to catch up to him. The prince headed north to pursue the fleeing Char into the ruins of Sirmia. Follow the road from the Frontier Gate to Sirmia to rejoin the prince and rescue those carried off by the Char. I directed Captain Myken up that way not too long ago. He might be able to direct you further. Not tonight, he can't. Oh, I cracked my jaw. But yeah, we are now about halfway done with the Ascalon part of this, because there's 4 quests in Ascalon.
Nice.
So I'd say you got a good start so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad money. Not great. So eventually, once we hit factions and Nightfall, they do actually give you money for normal mode. They give you money in hard mode, but not for normal mode and Prophecies. I've almost got 50 platinum saved up because I bought my Warrior's armor, but eventually once we start working on the guild hall, we should be able to go ahead and get a couple of basic necessities, I'd say, for the guild hall, because it's like, I think it costs like 500 platinum to fully deck out the guild hall, but I don't really know if we need to get everything.
Yeah, I don't think so too.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice for like basic stuff, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go up here, and we'll go ahead and finish with Night Prayer. Turn off Master Volume. You're more than welcome to come over here as well, Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, if you want to come here real quickly, I want to show you something that happens to be fairly cool. What I find to be pretty cool. So if you look over the ledge here, you might notice that this happens to be the Great Northern Wall mission that we were doing earlier. So like here, if we go here real quickly, I can show you it real quickly. It's like if you're looking over the wall, and then we're gonna teleport there in like 4 seconds.
Okay.
If you look around, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's pretty much the exact same area we just were looking at. So yeah. So the interconnectivity. The only difference being here is obviously the wall got a little bit smashed up because the char came through and they were like, yeah, we're coming through. Get ready. It's like, no, we don't want you here. We don't want you here, you smelly cats.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that they just kind of forgot to program this part because it's like, I don't think it should be this destroyed later on. I could be wrong, but I'm just looking at it and it's like, either way, I do still like the interconnectivity that they do like this. It does happen to be something that's appreciated, and I happen to find to be really cool. It's, you know, small little touches that like that I think really build the world.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, it's appreciated.
Like, especially when it's not really open world.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll just go over here. Control Shift H. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and end with some night prayer. And then I'll be going to bed because I am tired. I know you're tired too, so.
Yes.
Okay. In the name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. God, come to my assistance. Lord, make haste to help me. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, will be forever. Amen. Alleluia. I confess to Almighty God and to you, my brothers and sisters, that I have greatly sinned in my thoughts and my words, and I have done and I failed to do. Through my fault, through my most grievous fault. Therefore I ask Blessed Mary, ever Virgin, all the angels and saints, and you, my brothers and sisters, to pray for me to the Lord our God. May Almighty God have mercy on us, forgive us our sins, and bring us to everlasting life. Amen. All praise to you, O God, this night, for all the blessings of the light. Keep us, we pray, O King of Kings, beneath your own almighty wings. Forgive us, Lord, through Christ your Son, whatever wrong this day we've done. Your peace give to the world, O Lord, that all might live in one accord. Enlighten us, O blessed light, and give us rest throughout this night. Oh, strengthen us that for your sake we all may serve you when we wake. Have mercy, Lord, and hear my prayer. The resurrection of Christ was God's supreme and holy marvelous work. When I call, answer me, O God of justice. From anguish you release me. Have mercy and hear me. O men, how long will your hearts be closed? Will you love what is futile and seek what is false? It is the Lord who grants favors to those whom he loves. The Lord hears me whenever I call him. Fear him. Do not sin. Ponder in your bed and be still. Make justice your sacrifice and trust in the Lord. What can bring us happiness, many say. Let the light of your face shine on us, O Lord. You have put into my heart a greater joy than they have from abundance of corn and new wine. I will lie down in peace, and sleep comes at once. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and will be forever. Amen. Have mercy, Lord, and hear my prayer. In the silent hours of night, bless the Lord. Evening prayer in the temple. Praise our God, all you his servants, you who fear him, small and great. O come, bless the Lord, all you who serve the Lord, who stand in the house of the Lord, in the courts of the house of our God. Lift up your hands to the holy place, and bless the Lord through the night. May the Lord bless you from Zion, he who made both heaven and earth. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and will be forever. Amen. In the silent hours of night, bless the Lord. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is your God, the Lord alone. Therefore you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. Take to heart these words which I enjoin you today. Drill them into your children. Speak of them at home and abroad, whether you are busy or at rest. Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. You have redeemed us, Lord God of truth. I commend my spirit. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. Into your hands, Lord, I commend my spirit. Protect us, Lord, as we stay awake. Watch over us as we sleep. That awake we may keep watch for Christ, and sleep rest in his peace. Christ the light of the nations, and the glory of Israel. Lord, now you let your servant go in peace. Your word has been fulfilled. My own eyes have seen the salvation which you have prepared in the sight of every people. A light to reveal you to the nations, and the glory of your people Israel. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. As it was in the beginning, is now, and will be forever. Amen. Protect us, Lord, as we stay awake. Watch over us as we sleep. That awake we may keep watch for Christ, and sleep rest in his peace. Let us pray. Lord, be with us throughout this night. When day comes, may we rise from sleep to rejoice in the resurrection of your Christ, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen. May the all-powerful Lord grant us a restful night and a peaceful death. Amen. Loving Mother of the Redeemer, Gate of heaven, Star of the sea, assist your people who have fallen, yet strive to rise again. To the wonderment of nature you bore your Creator, yet remained a virgin after as before. You who received Gabriel's joyful greeting, have pity on us poor sinners. Amen. In the name of Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, and that's where we'll go ahead and end it. I'll be back Tuesday with some more Baldur's Gate 2, and Kate and I will be back with more Guild Wars next Friday. Usual time, do you think, or will it be a little bit later again? If that is, that's fine. I'm just asking.
I don't think it's going to be this late.
Okay.
So 10 EST,
Okay.
hopefully.
And that's fair. I just figured
Yeah.
you know I'd ask. So, perfect. Alright. With that, we'll go ahead and end it. You make sure you all have a wonderful night. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and sin no more. Good night, everybody. God bless.